The all share index experienced a dip despite the breakout from this section. These are some few things we are going to look at, and we're going to look at corporate action. We are going to look at the MPC calendar because the meeting is happening today, and we are going to look at the forecast for the year in terms of interest rate, and we are still going to look at the summary of the rebasing, which now dropped the Nigerian inflation rate to 24% from 34%. So these are some few thoughts we are going to discuss in today's video. So without wasting time, my name is Investor Joe, and you are welcome to the Financial Edge. So in today's video, we're going to look at the all share index and some stocks that actually did well, and look at if we can see some buying opportunity. And we are still also going to look at the corporate disclosure that has been happening in the market for this week, and we'll also consider the MPC calendar, which is going to happen today. So we might see some few volatility in the market today. We are still going to look at the forecast for the interest rate, and we are projecting that the interest rate is supposed to be down. We are still going to look at the inflation rates after the rebasing of the Nigerian economy. In case you don't know, Nigeria is the largest economy in Africa, and these are some few things we're going to look. So first of all, let's start with the all share index. So if you look at the all share index, on a norm in technical analysis balance, when a stock actually break through the all-time high, we expect a pullback so that it will come here and sweep some liquidity again before continuation. So this pullback that you see in the market, they are necessary. They are not new. They are anticipated. These are some things I actually look forward to. But even though when there is a pullback, some stocks didn't actually pull back much, and why others produce or give investors buying opportunity. So if this market has been ranging for over a year, we can't have this short breakout. It's not possible. Except everything we've been seeing here is all artificial. But if they are real, the buyers and sellers are real, definitely after a breakout here, we should have a dip, because when there is a breakout, a lot of people want to take profit, and that is what we see in the market. Profit takers, we eating. They are not like you that are greedy. You are looking for 200%, 500%, 1000%. Of course, you can still get it, but most people here, they just want to get their 30, 20, and they compound and they make their money and get out. That is all they are here to do. If you don't know, some people do this for a living. So if you have a pressing need, you just want to take profit, and that will not, nobody will arrest you for taking profit. So if we look at the chart, let's concentrate on this area. So if we look at the chart, we'll pull out the fib tool. Let's come here and take the latest lowest here. Let's pick here and let's take it to this part. So if we take it here, remember we are doing week with week. We're looking at 50% to be around this region. That is coming back to retest the resistant level. So if we don't want to work with this, let's say we want to look at recent low. So the recent low in this area now will be this area here. So let's say this is recent low, and let's take it to recent high. So the 50% now will be around this area, which is still same 107. But this time around it is 107 to something. So what he's saying is, if the market dips today, you want to load it. That is what you're just getting here. And if you're in my community, there are some nice stocks that we've been watching, and I think they are gradually approaching their entry, and that is what we are going to do. Aside the few ones we are going to look, um, you just look at it and you might forget. But if you're in the community, I always post like, it is time. Let's start loading. Let's start going in. Sometimes you would think a particular price will drop to a certain level, and voila, it will just continue to go up after just a little drop. So those little drop is where we want to take advantage. So these are just some few thoughts on the all share index. So I'm expecting this pullback to continue today, even though at the close we should get a rebound, because the market dip on Monday, the market dip on Tuesday. So by Wednesday, we should get a balance. Then by Thursday, Friday, the market should pick back up. So why did it dip is because of the MPC meeting. But before we look at the MPC meeting, let's just look at some few corporate disclosure. Harding MC Call PLC appointment of Mr. Ojewande Adekunle Olufemi as finance director. So this company just newly listed, and so far when they listed, they've been doing well. And I was so happy when I saw that they actually pay dividends, which is a good one for a company that is just coming up, that just got listed. So that is a good one for them. And you can see this is also a good entry. Although after a lot of investors will take that, though the dividend is not that much, that I think maybe the mark that will pull the price heavily. No, it's not that much. But if you are getting in from here, let's look at the profits. It's just 15% upside. I think it's not much, but of course it depends on what you are using to trade. So if we look at Royal Exchange PLC anticipated late submission of financial statement. So let's look at Royal Exchange. Royal Exchange was actually doing well in the market, and I think this news is just to inform that it was doing well, although it closed late, it closed low, so to speak. I said it closed late, it closed low. So this area has always been a resistant level. You've seen it. If we look at the weekly chart, we're able to get a full gist of that section. So you can see this is the section here. So you see, there's one thing about charts. It gives you the sentiment overview, like the overall sentiment of how investors are currently viewing the market. So if we take it back to the daily, you see the region that it is. So this is a resistant level, so to speak. So, although some of the insurance actually did well, so we'll continue to watch them and see what they do. So ICO, we have ICO also notice of board meeting, and we have press release, investors engagement, and we have Dangote also. These are some cool informations you want to harm yourself with as you go into the market. So let's look at a few one here. So notice of board meeting of ICO Insurance, further to the notice earlier given on the close period, the board of ICO. So we meet on February 27th, almost same date with that of Dangote Sugar, to review and approve the drafted audited financials for the year ended 2024. So this is for ICO. And another one is also Harding is pleased to inform the NGS and investing public of the proposed webinar dated 25th of this. Analysts call this the way forward, okay, which is nice. Organizer First Securities Broker Limited. So you can actually join if you're an investor so that you get some informations about the platform, about the company. So, in compliance with the listing rules, exchange notice here by giving the meeting of board directors, that's NGS Group, Tuesday, 25th February. So, um, there are a lot of meeting and there are a lot of news that will actually push the market upward. So, these are some informations that we'll be expecting as we make progress. So, let's look at the MPC calendar. So far, the MPC calendar is here, which is February. This is the meeting number. February is 299, and this is it here. February 19, which is today, and February 20th, which is tomorrow. Also, this is the period for the meeting. So you want to pay attention. This is one of the meetings that's making a lot of people to actually the risks. So it's normal. People take profits before they can tell the direction of the market, which is also cool. It depends on how much you're using to trade. So some people don't like taking risks. So they sell when they are in profit to keep the money and wait for the MPC meeting report. So once the report is out, they digest it and know what to do next and know which stocks to invest in. So this is normal in the market. This is normal in the space, except if you've not been using it, except if you've been trading blindly. So you want to trade with informed decision. You want to follow the chart. You want to follow the report. You don't want to follow your heart. You don't want to follow your emotion. So these are future dates you can pin. February 19, 20, critical. So March, April, it's free time. Then May, you want to pay attention also. May, then June, July, you want to pay attention to August, then September, you want to pay attention, then November. So these are critical dates that you want to pay attention. So this period, you expect the market to move up and down. You expect some volatility in the market in periods like this. So let's look at the interest rate so far. So if we come here now, we'll see in 2024, we had some, this is the previous 26.25%, and the forecast was 26.25, which was no disappointment and no surprise. So if you come to September, we also have previous was 26.75, and the focus was 26.75, and the actual, okay, sorry, in this area here, there's actually a surprise. We anticipated 26.25 and we got 26.75. And now we also anticipate, so in this one, we have this one here, we have disappointment because what we had was actually above what we expected. While in this area here, we actually have a surprise, so to speak, because we expected 26.75 and 26.75 previous, and we got 27. This one was also a disappointment, not a surprise. A disappointment because we got higher. So in this other aspect, which is November, we actually expected 27.25, and the previous was 27.25, and what we got was 27.50, which was also a disappointment. So what we expected here now was 27.5%, 27.5%. So what we'll be expecting here for the market to be active, we are expecting below this. So once we get below this, the market will start to go up because fixed income interest rates, federal government bonds, all those interests will start coming down. So once they start coming down, as investors regain, or as investors claim their coupon, they will now take this money back to the market. And don't forget, we have to push the market. The market has to attract a lot of money to achieve the 1 trillion economy. So that is how it works. So until we now come to a single digit interest rate, that is when we will now be anticipating that the market will be full blown bullish market, because all the money that have gone, if you're familiar with the news, you see people that are oversubscribed for FGN savings bond, you see a lot of euro bond, you see money going there. So by the time this interest reduce, all this money will be coming back to the market. So if we look at the full year GDP, we'll be seeing some informations here. So because of time, we might not go too much details here. I don't want this video to be too long. We'll do this in another time, but this is normal GDP, trading economies that you need. Full year, previous, and this is for 2023. And if you come to 2024, we have different sectors here. So let's move to the rebasing. So the GDP of Nigeria was rebased. There are some items that are not there; they are now included. And after the rebasing, the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics put headline inflation at 24.48% in January, from 34.80% in December. So after the rebasing, you see how the inflation rate dropped, which is a key factor that the interest rate is going to, because the interest rate is being increased to actually take money out of the system to bring down inflation. But right now that inflation is down, definitely I expected the interest rate also to go down. And if that happens, the bull market will be very, very strong and active in the market, and the all share index will continue to go high. So just as people dip the market because of this, is going to continue to shoot up. So that is what we expected. So for reality's sake, this inflation is just based on numbers, and so in the real economy, prices might not go down as expected or as fast as we see, because we are actually comparing previous year, and previous year things were kind of too high, and now they are coming down gently. So that is why you see that the inflation rate was down. And it is no news that you can see food index drops to 26.08% from 39.84%, while core inflation is now 22.59% from 29.28%. So new CPI reflects current inflationary pressure, consumption pattern, says statistical agency. So clarifies decline in rebase inflation does not mean general price level is declining, just like I told you guys. So that is what it means. So it doesn't mean you now go and buy bread that used to buy 1,500, you now go and buy it 1,000. Although it's still going to come down, but it take time. It will be a gradual process. Fuel price need to drop down drastically for us to see price drop in the economy. So these are some few thoughts I want to share with you guys. And one stock I want to just look at is Oando, because I expected the oil and gas to actually do well in the market today. So if you see Orlando right now, it's coming back to this region here, and I think this will also serve as a buy opportunity for those of us who believe in Orlando. So if you see Orlando below 60, I think it is time to actually load, because this area will serve as a strong support. This area will serve as a strong support before we get any bounce. Of course, if the markets regain back after the MPC result is out, everything is going to continue to shoot high. So these are some few thoughts I just want to share with you, and I hope you get value from this video. If you're still watching to this point, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I post enriching videos like this. Until I come your way again, keep making money without tears and keep impacting your community. From hand to head salute. See you in the next one. Bye.